Anyway, they're making all sorts of crazy stuff, but nothing as crazy as what we can design. So, we've scoured the planet, and we found two of the most unbelievable skateboard trucks ever made. Of course, the first pair is from another planet, you know, intergalactic space technology. And the other, as far as I can tell, this whole thing is like the Nightmare Before Christmas, alright? You know, Santa was like, we need something now, and the elves are like, we don't have anything, man! And now we've got one of the most, like, unbelievable skateboards, you know, ever to be conceived. But there is something to be learned from it, and the major feature that's going on here is, you know, we have two radical cam skateboard truck designs going on.
Yeah, there's a cam here, a little tiny European cam that the truck's rolling on, and here it's kind of a similar thing, right?
Yeah, but it's all one-to-one here.
Yeah.
You know, the cam surface is on the pavement and rolling and creating, you know, the angle that the wheel sits at. But back here, on the other planet trucks, you have a smaller cam that is amplifying its movement on to the hanger of the skateboard truck. And that's where you get all the movement from. But essentially, the curved surface that's inside the cam is no different from the curved surface of every one of these wheels put together as it rolls against the pavement. And the scary thing is, it actually works. I know. It's pretty wild. You might have to take a nap after this.
What's it ride like? What are the characteristics of this type of truck?
Well, deck tip is definitely one of the key features. It's one of the first times I've experienced more deck tip on a truck other than on another planet. This thing literally has more deck tip than our trucks, which is pretty, you know, significant. And the thing that's really odd about this thing is, you know, this funky truck made by whoever feels like a caster wheel. It's almost like somebody took apart a full-blown shopping cart and just decided to start bolting other things together to make a shopping cart ride like a skateboard. So you have that going on in the front, and then you have a super stable, you know, reliable skateboard truck on the rear that just has a bunch of deck tip, but then still tracks out a nice even carve, you know, all on the same deck. So it's two very different worlds, but I will say the other planet complements this wild skateboard truck and makes it more rideable and more comfortable. But I don't know. It's version 1.0, and, you know, it's kind of the first step in making sure it's worth spending a little bit more time on, and if anything, it's entertaining, I will say. I think all in all, it's a pretty unique piece of equipment, and it'll go well with all the wacky museum pieces that we already have.